Hello, hello, hello. You're returning to another episode of TheWunderkindShow. Today's first topic, guys, maximizing the draft. Look. The other day, the last episode I put out, we talked about how Lamar Jackson was the most valuable first round pick in the last 10 years. Now, I want y'all to understand what that means, because he was picked at the bottom of the first round, meaning at that level, his value was unmistakable and undeniable, right? And with that level of value, it helped the Ravens out in a multitude of ways. You understand? Now, with all of that being said, and if you need a recap of what I did, it was this stuff we were talking about. Fox had did this, and it showed rounds 1, round 2, the most valuable, meaning bang for buck in those rounds in the last 10 years. What this proves is that the Ravens are not bad at drafting. They've actually been pretty darn good in spurts. I mean, and let's break this down just to be honest, because I like to give credit where credit is due. Matabike, absolute dog. Hamilton is a dog. You know, Lamar's the king of the dogs. Humphreys is a dog. Like, there are guys that are dogs on this team. Monsters. Somehow being fitted with human flesh, walking amongst us. With that being said, the reason why I said maximizing the draft is because here's the thing. It's all about value when it comes to the Ravens. I've said this before. I've said this again. I touched on it when I was talking about their egos. The Ravens aren't missing a lot for this team truly to take another step to undeniability. They're not missing much. If they fix the guard position on the O-line, the offense will take another step forward. Y'all know that, right? You can't even argue it. If they upgrade guard play, the offense will take another step up. And I know that's hard for a lot of people to fathom, like, wow, what kind of step that is. That step is like the Ravens averaging like 38, 40 points a game. I say more around the 38 mark. You know, rushing for 3,000 yards while throwing for 5,000 yards. Like, they fixed the guard play. That's what the offense will do. Now, I'm not talking about total team points per game. I'm just telling you the points that the offense would average. Because if they would upgrade the D-line, right? Get a true guy that can go rush. That they'd be like, yo, that the opposing team has to game plan for. With the talent that they have with the KVNs, the Matabikes and stuff like that. And they got a guy on the other edge that they're moving around saying, yo, we got to watch wherever he is. He's the chess piece. We gotta watch. The entire defense doesn't take a step forward. They take a leap forward. That's what I'm leaning for when I'm saying maximizing the draft. Because here's the thing, guys. We have a lot of draft picks. I think it's 11 or 12 of them. You understand? If we can use 2 of those picks to get better players that are stars now, that would mean value. Why? Because you got them on their rookie contracts for at least 4 seasons. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Value. Maximizing value. How truly valuable in the grand scheme of things for the Ravens are 6th and 7th round picks. If you could package together a 7th round, a 6th round, right? to get a second, third rounder, you shouldn't do it if you know that we need it, that player, that person can be the missing piece for an undeniable run at the Super Bowl, for NFL immortality. Mind you, I'm not hating. I'm talking to y'all. A lot of times we say things without context. That's why I'm speaking very slow and I'm speaking very concise. I'm saying the Ravens have done good. Good. You understand? They drafted Matabike. They drafted Hamilton. They drafted Humphreys. They drafted Lamar Jackson. You understand where I'm coming from? Ronnie Stanley. Linderbaum. Wiggins. They drafted those guys. Zay Flowers. Isaiah Likely. They drafted those guys. What I'm saying is, kudos, great job. Now, how are you going to get the most out of those players? And that's where I come to the value, maximizing the value of the draft. Multiple statistics point out the draft and how players and how draft picks are used to acquire players of high standing value. And some of those players of high standing value can literally be the fulcrum of how this team takes an entire step forward for a Super Bowl championship. The reason why I believe I had to make an episode like this, because a lot of times, like I said before, a lot of the things that I say get misconstrued. People hear one thing, they only hear what they want to hear, and they run with it. That's why I'm speaking this specific way. Because I want you to understand something. Players like Lamar Jackson don't grow on trees. I'm talking to you guys. I want you to understand something. He is now going into year 8. You understand? Let's say, for argument, he plays 15 years in the NFL. He's already more than halfway done with his career. Y'all know that, right? I want to put this into perspective for you guys. 2018, 2019, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. We're already more than, or right at half, a little less than half of his career already done. How fast did those 7 seasons go and come? Think about it. Hence why I'm saying maximizing value. Because if we don't hit now on some of these draft picks or next year, there would have to be a drastic change amongst coaching or amongst players for us to have the opportunity to go win the Super Bowl. Just to let y'all know that. It's undeniable. It's the truth. Nothing but the truth. So help me God. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe maximizing value isn't what this team needs to do, since they only do certain stuff a certain way. But we get to see what I'm talking about, right? But what do you guys think? Do you think this team needs to maximize their value in this upcoming draft? Put some of those pieces together to get a truly diamond in the rough? Or do you say, nah, let's use every pick. We'll be fine. We've done it before. We'll do it again. Let me know what you think down in the comment section, please. All right? But as always, that's an episode of The Wunderkind Show. Thank you for watching. And now we get down. We have fun and we laugh. But everything we talk about, we do what? Facts and truth. Guys, please remember, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment. You know I love the comments. And guys, check out the Wunderkind Show morning show. Yes, we're almost to the point to where we can start doing the memberships. And then we can get this channel really up and going and revving up. And then you know what I'm saying, really build it to where it needs to go. If you have not already done so and checked it out, remember, we do all sports and hot topics. We also touch on, 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s trivia amongst with it. And we laugh. It's fun. 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. mornings. This Tuesday will be a little different because I have to go out of town to get food from one of the charity places that we do. But I'll either do it earlier or I'll do it right after, okay? But guys, give it a look, give it a try, okay? And let me know what you guys think about it. Also, if you guys would like to donate to this channel, help out with equipment and such stuff like that, bottom of the screen, there's a QR code. QR code to a Cash App. Cash App located in the description of every video that we do. Name of it is The Wunderkind Show. Super easy. But that's episode of The Wunderkind Show. This show is Nectar signing off. And as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Huh? Yeah.
Finish him, Daddy.